Hey everyone, and welcome back to Podcast X. So today we're going to be talking about the new, obviously, that's coming out tomorrow, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There's a video out today. So first of all, I'm going to ask David what is his thoughts on the series, obviously coming out tomorrow. Obviously, it's eagerly anticipated by all Marvel fans. So, what's your thoughts straight away?
Well, obviously, watching the end of Endgame, you found out that the Falcon was passed on with the shield from Captain America, and in the comics it's different. You get Bucky getting the shield and the passing of the torch there. So it's going to be interesting to see how they can sort of coexist. Because in the Marvel franchise themselves, they've actually come together a few times and like argued and not got on the same page, and especially in Civil War. So it's going to be interesting to see, and I'm looking forward to it. I have to get up to date with all the Marvel series because I've not seen any more of WandaVision. But I've heard good reviews, so I'm only going to assume the same from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But like I said, it's going to be interesting. I think there's 6 episodes. I believe
think so. Yeah, 6? I think there's 6 episodes.
So,
I think there'll be 6-hour-long episodes, which is
so 6 hours of new Marvel content, which is going to be interesting, and I'm going to really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. My only concern with it really is, are they going to be able to reach the hype of WandaVision? Is WandaVision going to overlook it in a way? But I still think it's going to do well. Regardless.
I think if you're a Marvel fan and stuff, you've got to sort of look at I think obviously with the new strategy that Disney and Marvel going forward on Disney Plus like series and stuff. So I think with them two, I think with Wanda they've had a really strong start, and I think that it was the beginning of WandaVision. I know you've seen the first few episodes. It's a bit slow. It is a bit slow to start off with.
I've not seen it, so.
Oh, I thought you said you'd seen the first few episodes.
Well, I've seen like 1 or 2.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
it,
a bit.
really.
I would say it's a bit of a slow start. It's like you can sort of see the slow start, even just the first. A lot of people in the Marvel universe were a bit like, "What the hell's this?" Do you know? So I think this is going to be a different paced series. I think it's going to go straight to the gun. Obviously, we can see the likes of the villain. Well, we sort of seen the villain in trailers. It's the guy from Captain America: Civil War. I've just forgot what his villain name is, but
was it Civil War or was it?
Yeah, he come in Civil War.
Oh, of course it was.
He was
yeah,
against all the Avengers, so they'd split them up a little bit. I can't remember what his name is top of my head, but you'll probably know what I mean. You'll see a
the Hydra guy, the one who tried to
you'll see a picture
brainwash
of him come up on the podcast a bit later on.
Here he is.
Here he is, yeah. But it's going to be interesting. I've got to say, I'm really, really am looking forward to it. I think it's going to be interesting as well to see if they, sort of. I know this sounds a bit. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to have to say it on the pod. If Captain America is dead,
I think he is. I think he is dead. Because
I think it's going to be a bit sad that.
Oh yeah, but
so
I remember.
Get your tissues out.
That's what I mean. Prepare yourself emotionally and physically for the, But I remember watching Spider-Man. Was it Homecoming? Was the one with Iron Man, right?
Yeah.
Far From Home was the latest one.
Yeah, that was Nick Fury.
Yeah, I think they mentioned something about Iron Man and Captain America, like life after those two individuals. I think that is all but confirmed that Captain America's dead because he's an old man now, and he's dead. I think he's dead. Either way, it doesn't change the whole concept of this series.
I think it'll probably. I don't know if it's going to open up with something like that. It might lead into something like that. Some sort of similar fashion of how Peggy Carter died in Captain America: Civil War. I think it'll be sort of like that, in a way. So it'll probably happen.
You never know. Yeah.
Very quick. Very sad.
Well, you might not see it at all. You know what I mean? I don't think they need to show it, personally. Just to hear about him being dead is enough. You know what I mean? I think the fans have been through enough recently with some of the main characters dying, and
Yeah,
like Loki. Obviously, we know Loki's not dead,
yeah.
but
You know he's coming back.
he's coming back at some point because there's going to be a film made about him.
No, that's also going to be a Disney Plus series as well.
Absolutely,
Loki.
and I look forward to that. But like Black Widow, obviously she's dead. She had to die as a sacrifice. So the MCU universe, there's a lot of grief, and I don't think they need any more. Personally, I don't think my heart can take it, to be quite honest.
I don't think anyone's heart can take how much.
Absolutely not. They can give, but they can also take away.
Yeah, I know. I remember I did actually show my girlfriend like when we were in lockdown stuff. The Marvel, obviously went through all the Marvel films and watched them all, and got to the end game, and she looked like she was going to kill me by the end of the film because how much my favorite characters both died. So it was like, how am I going to explain this one? Oh god.
What was the most emotional scene for you out of the whole franchise?
Do you know what I must say? I loved Iron Man, to be honest with you. I really did. Loved Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. So that was, for me, it was really because I started when I was a little kid, seeing him as Iron Man, and then obviously seeing like the conclusion was a bit,
he's dead now.
yeah, I've got to let go of Iron Man now, and that's sad. And then obviously because he got a daughter in the last one, it made it more sad.
I think for me, it's when they showed that thing that he'd done, like the monologue.
The montage, yeah.
Or the little video package he did, obviously at his funeral.
Through his Iron Man helmet.
And when he said, "I love you 3000," that.
Yeah, and it goes off.
That plucked at the heartstrings, mate. I'll be honest. A tear was shed.
I think we just got off a bit. I think we just went off subject a little bit, though, didn't we?
Yes, but we're uncovering emotional PTSD here, mate. I think the people can allow us to get a bit of fucking emotional. God damn it. We're people too, you know. We have feelings.
Right, getting back on the subject of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Wait, what do you also think with obviously Falcon and obviously Bucky both going to be? It's one of them. Obviously, it looked more like Sam. Sam was going to be Captain America. What do you think the film? Do you think the series is going to be about more or less how he becomes or Bucky becomes the next Captain America, or do you think it's going to have a bit of a twist in it?
Well, you never know. I think the people now know it was sort of set in stone with when Bucky kind of said, "Go on," you know, to talk to Captain America to get the shield and have that conversation. I think that was kind of Bucky passing the torch to Falcon to then go and talk to Captain America. So I think it's sort of set in stone who's sort of going to be the follow-up to Captain America, which is the Falcon. Because if you look at it in a way, who needs it more? Falcon or the Winter Soldier? And I think Falcon needs it a hell of a lot more.
I think they
both do, but you know,
in a way, I think they both do because we've sort of seen Winter Soldier. Obviously when he was fighting Captain America, and obviously we sort of seen him more or less as a villain. Until
that's the thing.
Stage.
Yeah, and I also think
it's like his redemption.
Yeah, I think you're right
in a way.
But I do think. What was I going to say? Fuck. Forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, personally, I just think. Oh, yeah, that's it. Because when you think about it, the Winter Soldier has had a film made about him. You know what I mean? He's got that.
Yeah.
And also,
which actually introduced Sam.
Well, yeah, of course, but you know the whole film was around him, and you know his sort of coming back to who he was after being brainwashed and stuff like that, and realizing who he really was. So I think, in a film standpoint, you know, he's had a major role in that. Obviously, you only see the Falcon as a side character or someone who's not on the, you know what I mean, but would
On the
be
big hitters
that
list.
wouldn't be on the cover of the DVD. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he needs this more than the Winter Soldier does. But whether there's a twist in the series with them both would be great.
Sort of thinking,
You never know.
I was sort of thinking maybe we might see Captain America's son of Peggy and obviously Steve Rogers, and maybe that could be another twist where we don't really expect it, and then we've got a completely new Captain America.
Well, you never know. You never know.
So that's another thought what I've had in my brain, thinking, well, maybe Sam has to then pass it to his son. I don't know. I'll have to sort of see that play out, but I can see that a little bit happening. I don't know about you, but I can a little bit.
Well, no matter who it is, they've got a lot to like live up to. You know what I mean? It's going to be hard to fill the boots of Captain America. Like with Steve Rogers, the mark that he left on the people of the MCU universe. It's going to be hard for people to accept another person as Captain America, because I think with the comics and stuff, you know, you can be a little bit more free-willed with that. You can introduce new characters as, you know, taking over the role. But I think with film, you've got to be a little bit more careful. I wouldn't even be surprised if they scrap the whole who's going to be the next Captain America, because they should be packaging these characters as their own thing. Like, make Falcon the Falcon, make the Winter Soldier the Winter Soldier. They shouldn't be riding on the coattails of somebody else to make them relevant, you know what I mean? They should be making a name for themselves. I mean,
Yes.
obviously, if you look at who needs it more, clearly the Falcon needs it more, because everyone, I would say the majority of people would prefer the Winter Soldier over the Falcon. So the Falcon needs it more for his popularity, I would say. But if they're going to do some, like I said, some sort of twist, I can't wait to see what it is. My only concern is they slow burn it again, like what you said with WandaVision. I don't want them to do that. Like I said, it's a type of series that needs to go full gung-ho and just give you everything it's got, rather than slow burn it and have these twists and have these appearances. I mean, you touched on it before we started, the potential implement of potential crossovers into this from a different Marvel universe, which I'm sure you want to touch on.
Well, yeah, said obviously I don't want to go into too much spoilers with WandaVision, but I think we sort of was a little bit. The people who are watching this will probably know what I mean. We were a little bit let down by something, which I'm not going to spoil for Dave.
Well, even if you have to say it, I'll probably forget.
No, I know you will.
But also, other people might not have watched it. So
you know what? You're probably know in about a second when I put it on the screen. So you know what?
So I'm gonna know now anyway. Thanks,
So,
Huey. Cheers.
So you, Dave, just skip the bit.
And here it is.
Yeah. Well, anyway, just getting out of it. I think what I'm sort of excited to see is a potential element. If they're good, I've heard rumors, speculation, that maybe we might see the X-Men getting in, like a Weapon X program get introduced into this series. So we might potentially see. Weapon X obviously refers to Wolverine,
Yeah,
Sabretooth.
that'd be cool.
Different Deadpool.
Oh.
So we might actually. We could. If it is, and the rumors are true of what's been said lately, and obviously from you all the way through YouTube, maybe we could see the new Wolverine make an appearance in it, like, or a cameo, or we might see another X-Men character. We might see something that we've not seen, and we go, oh my god, it's Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Oh, hello.
Well, that's the thing. They've been teasing like an X-Men and Avengers crossover for so long.
Yeah.
I think if there's anyone that's going to break that fourth wall between the two, it's going to be Deadpool. It has to be.
It's gonna be Deadpool.
Especially now Disney owns the obviously the rights to Disney.
All the rights.
It's definitely something you're going to see in the future. And with the new installment of the new Deadpool film, that's going to be R-rated, a Disney R-rated film, which is mind-blowing when you think about it. Which is Disney, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The production that brought you Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty are going to bring an R-rated version of a film.
Yeah. Keep your kids at home.
Keep
Everybody
it PG,
at home.
but Mate,
Yeah.
keep your kids locked away when you come and watch this with your missus or something, because this is going to be mad. But like I said,
It is.
it's going to be interesting to see if there's any crossover. Would you like? Would you be completely okay with the crossover, or do you believe things should be kept separate just to kind of keep the integrity of them both? You know what I mean?
Well, I think basically, I sort of think that if they do like a little bit of a crossover with like maybe Wolverine makes his appearance in this, and then it leads on to like maybe if they introduce the X-Men as like people by people, so like maybe Wolverine could be in it. I think this, for me personally, this is a perfect time for the next Wolverine to come in.
Yeah.
So if anything Weapon X comes in, I think this is where you should be seeing the next new Wolverine. And then maybe from this we know that because we obviously know that it's already been announced that the next X-Men film might be called Mutants, just for a little bit different.
Yeah.
So maybe we might see. I just think this is the early stages still, and obviously, I think it'd be the perfect opportunity to bring Wolverine in and other sidekick. I don't think Deadpool will come in. I think Deadpool's going to be the one they're going to leave.
They're going to save that for something big.
Yeah,
yeah.
Something big.
I know, right? Whose balls did I have to fondle to get my very own movie?
Maybe it's going to be one. It might be because obviously Avengers Secret Wars is getting built up. So Secret Invasion, that's getting built up for the next big Avengers film. I think by something like the end of that film, we're probably going to see Deadpool just appear and go, "So you stayed to the end at the end credit scene,"
like he has done in many of his productions.
Yeah, but I think you're definitely going to see Deadpool in an end credit scene. But I'd be more than happy if they sort of do a little Easter egg in there about Weapon X and do show us at the end maybe Logan appearing. So it doesn't have to get the claws out. We just have to know he's there,
and we know what's to come.
And we know what's coming. Just a little hint, and that'll be perfect for me. But we just gotta wait we've sort of got to wait and see. I hope the villain. Obviously, he's not a Thanos. He's not. Obviously, we've seen elements of him in Civil War as well, where he's getting in people's heads. He's twisting everyone. He's making everyone fight each other. And cause a lot of controversy within the Avengers camp. I'm excited to see how he sort of gets some new type of way of dealing with how to annoy the Avengers and how to annoy Captain America, Falcon, the Winter Soldier as well. I'm interested to see how that works.
Well, that's the thing, because as far as I'm aware, originally he was left in the hands of Black Panther, and I believe he went to Wakanda to answer for his actions. So it's going to be interesting to know how he.
Because we saw seeing that towards the end of Civil War, didn't we? He said he went to I think he went to kill himself.
He did, he did,
and he stopped him.
Black Panther was like, "I am not finished with you yet," or something like that, and he kept him alive. So
I'm interested to see where he's been in all this and what he can, what he can sort of achieve, basically, to make them all like, oh crap, what's going on?
Well, what I think us fans have realised is since Thanos, there's not really been a villain that you can say, okay, this dude is the real deal. Like, I think Loki kind of knew, you know what I mean? He's easy to overcome, but someone like Thanos, who's been built up for years and years and years through every single film, like, I think obviously he's mentioned in some of the films, and obviously you get cameos from him in some of the films, and they've protected him for years and years to show how powerful he's going to be.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that they do that with this villain and make people realise that he's the real deal. And
yeah,
you know what I mean? How else would he have escaped from Wakanda or wherever he was? He's clearly someone who.
So you'd rather see? So basically, you'd rather more see someone who hasn't got powers, like how it was portrayed in Civil War, someone who made his own power by inflicting everyone to argue with each other. So you'd rather see the progression of this character to become an Avengers level threat, to make you know, because obviously at the moment you look at the Avengers and obviously it's all dismantled at the moment. Nobody knows what's going on, if the Avengers even a thing. Because if you remember Spider-Man Far From Home, he doesn't even know what's going on with it. So nobody probably knows what's going on with it. So do you think that this is a perfect time to use this character to build up his own steam, and then at the end when this character's defeated, bring in another big massive like threat, like bigger than Thanos?
Well, I don't think you're ever going to get someone as big as Thanos. I think there's a lot to live up to there, because what people look for in a villain nowadays is, are the points he's making sort of relevant? Like, is his justification for wanting to you know, destroy half of life in the universe justifiable? Like, if you were to put him in Parliament, okay, and he were to offer that, that's something people could potentially relate to, and people will potentially get behind. Do you know what I mean? He's got something that he can split people up with. Like, yes, we have this, but I have this to offer. Do you know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
People realize that, people reason with that, and that's why people kind of followed him in a way. Like, in a way, what he was saying was right. Obviously, the way he went about it was completely wrong, and trying to murder all half of life. But the concept behind it was, you destroy half of the population of the world or the universe, but the other half thrives and it lives on, and it, they don't live in poverty and stuff like that. That's what I want. I want a villain that I can reason with, and I can think, you know what? Yeah, he is right, and I do agree with what he's saying. He's still a sadistic son of a bitch, but I still believe what he's saying, and I still want to get behind him. Because there's nothing better than rooting for a villain, because it splits people up. We've always rooted for the hero and think, yeah, hero do good. We want them to destroy evil and to retain that, non-evil ways. But we all want a villain that we can go, do you know what? Yeah, I kind of get the point he's getting, and I'm on board with him. That's what we need to see more of in the MCU, I think. I think Thanos has paved the way for that.
Yeah, so, obviously, guys, we're coming towards the end of the pod now.
Boo-hoo.
So,
I've enjoyed this one as well.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it myself, yeah. So, obviously, tomorrow you will see Captain... Well, I keep saying Captain America, Jesus Christ. So, you will see Falcon the Winter Soldier streaming on Disney Plus tomorrow. I think it might be... It's same times as WandaVision in the UK. So, if you're up to date with that, please let us know in the comment section what you think of what's going to be happening in the later few stages, obviously, of Falcon the Winter Soldier. And let us know what you think of this video in the comments as well. Please just trash us, do what you want. And
do what you want. Any publicity is good publicity. I just wanted to add at the end of this video, you might be noticing, if anyone has been attentive, that Pewee is wearing a very particular type of hat. This is Elusive Mind Clothing, and it's one of Pewee's friends who's made up his clothing line, and he's doing pretty well with it. We'll put a link in the description. If you want to get involved, buy some merch, go for it. He's worked really hard at his brand, so go check it out. Buy some hats or whatever. I'm not sure what else he has, Pewee, if you'd like to enlighten me.
He's got windproof jackets, and he's got many more obviously products. So obviously send to you guys straight away. So the link in the description will be in the
link in the description. So go and check it out. Send him some love. Buy some merch. Tell him we sent you, and send us presents as well while you're there, because we could do with the presents.
So if you like that video, guys, please like, subscribe, and share, and we hope to see you again soon. So bye for now.
Take care.
And see you soon.